Most people think you need a warehouse and a six-figure investment to make real money with equipment. Meanwhile, there are machines sitting in garages right now, guys, printing money that you've never even heard of. Small machines, right? Weird machines, machines that sound boring until you see the profit margins, right? Today, I'm breaking down 8 specific machines, guys, that are quietly making people rich in 2025. These aren't usual suspects, okay? So no heat presses, no cotton candy machines, no 3D printers, okay? These are the ones nobody's talking about because they sound too niche or too technical, okay? But that's exactly why they work. And machine number 8, it pumps out thousands of bubbles at weddings and raves, okay? Sounds ridiculous, right? People are booking this thing 2 to 3 times every single weekend at $800 to $1,200 per event. I'll show you exactly how this works. Here's something that will blow your mind. Businesses combining small-scale manufacturing with services hit 60 to 65% survival rates, way higher than just pure product or service businesses, okay? But why? Because they're creating tangible products people buy on repeat without a factory or a warehouse, right? These are people who found a niche. They grabbed the right machine and built a business that nobody else is competing in. Now look, these machines can work, right? But they require inventory, space, learning curves, and you're still trading your time for money on most of them. There's another way to build assets that doesn't involve any of that, guys. Click the link for the free training. I'll show you the digital leasing strategy that's bringing in over $41,000 per month for me personally. You build digital properties, guys, websites that generate leads for just local businesses like plumbers, electricians, roofers. You rank them in Google, right? You lease these things out for $500 to $2,000 a month per site, and then you start collecting reoccurring income. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month with this model. No inventory, no machines, no employees, and no physical space needed. Just digital assets that pay you every single month. The free training is down in the description. Let's get into these machines. Machine number 1, vacuum casting machines. If you've never heard of this, then you're not alone, okay? Most people haven't, but jewelers, product designers, and prototype manufacturers use these every single day. These machines run anywhere from $800 to $3,000 depending on the size and the features that you get. And the business model, guys, is insane, okay? Custom jewelry pieces sell for $200 to $800. Your material cost here, maybe $15 to $40 per piece. So you're looking at 80 to 90% profit margins on every single item. People are making custom engagement rings, right? Personalized figurines, limited edition collectibles. Product designers use these to create prototypes for clients, and then they charge $300 to $1,000 per prototype. That's one job paying for your entire machine. Machine number 2, jewelry drum polisher. This thing looks like a small rotating barrel, guys. You load it with metal pieces, you add polishing compound and water, then you turn it on and you walk away. It tumbles for a few hours and spins out perfectly polished jewelry. These run $200 to $600. On its own, polishing services charge $50 to $100 per piece. So your material cost for this is maybe $5 to $10 per batch. Now, here's where it gets smart. If you grab the vacuum casting machine and the jewelry drum polisher, guys, you're not outsourcing your finishing work anymore, right? You're doing the entire process in-house. Cast the piece, polish it, done, right? You just went from prototype maker to full jewelry manufacturer, and you're keeping 100% of the profit instead of paying some other shop $50 to $100 per piece to polish your work. This combo is how people are turning spare bedrooms into cash-making jewelry studios. The startup cost for both of these machines, guys, is under $4,000. You make that back in your first 8 to 10 pieces. You control the entire workflow here. So you keep all the profit and you're running a complete jewelry operation from one room in your house. Machine number 3. Tufting gun. If you've been on Instagram or TikTok in the past year, you've probably seen videos of people making, custom rugs, right? They're using a tufting gun. This thing shoots yarn, guys, through a fabric backing to create rugs, right? It creates wall art, custom designs. You can get an electric tufting gun for $150 to $400. And the margins on this are stupid, okay? A custom 3-foot by 5-foot rug, guys, cost you maybe $30 to $50 in material. You got your yarn, right? You got your backing fabric, you got your glue, but that's it, right? And you're selling that same rug for $200 to $500. People are charging even more for custom designs, team logos, right? Personalized gifts. The demand for custom work like this is real. Machine number 4. Edible image printer. Bakeries, guys, use this to print custom photos on cakes using frosting sheets, okay? Birthday cakes with the kid's face, right? Or wedding cakes with engagement photos on them. Or maybe a corporate cake with a company logo. These printers run $300 to $800. You load them with edible ink cartridges and frosting sheets, right? You print the image on it and slap it on a cake. Boom. The bakery charges $30 to $80 extra for a cake with a custom image on it. But your cost, maybe $2 to $5 per print. Do 5 custom cakes a week and you're making an extra $600 to $1,500 a month. Machine number 5, rice paper printer. This one prints on thin, delicate rice paper instead of a frosting sheet, right? You use it for cookies, macarons, or cupcakes, right? It's more versatile than an edible image printer, guys, because rice paper, guys, is translucent and it works on different surfaces, right? These run $200 to $500. On its own, you're charging $25 to $50 per order for rice paper prints. Material cost is only going to run you like $2 to $4 per sheet. Now, here's the play, though. If you grab the edible image printer and the rice paper printer, you're not just doing cake toppers anymore, right? No, you're doing cookies, you're doing macarons, you're doing cupcakes, you're doing cake wraps, everything, right? And you just became the custom dessert guy in your area. Every bakery, every planner, every mom planning a birthday party is calling you. So you double your product line with one extra $400 machine. Total startup cost for both of these guys is under $1,200. And you're charging $50 to $150 per order. 2 machines under $1,200 total, and you just cornered the entire custom dessert market in your area. Machine number 6, ribbon printing machines. You're printing custom text, logos, designs on satin ribbons, right? Weddings, corporate events love this shit. Product packaging, gift baskets, you name it. These machines, guys, only run $500 to $1,500 depending on the size and the features that you order. Material cost is dirt cheap for you. Blank ribbon rolls only cost $5 to $15 for an entire roll. So you're printing 50 to 100 custom ribbons per roll and charging $1 to $3 per ribbon. Event planners are buying 200 to 500 ribbons at a time for weddings, right? That's $400 to $1,000 for an order for you, right? Once you work with an event planner or a boutique, guys, they keep coming back every single time they need custom ribbons. This becomes a steady income stream with the same clients ordering over and over and over again. Machine number 7, dry ice machine. This creates thick, low-lying fog, guys, for events, weddings, right? Concerts, haunted houses, and product reveals, right? And you can get a decent dry ice machine for $800 to $2,000. The business model is event rentals, right? So you charge $300 to $800 per event, depending on the size and the duration of it, right? But your cost, well, dry ice, guys, runs about $1 to what, $3 per pound, and you're using maybe 20 to 50 pounds per event. So your material cost is going to run you 20 to 150 bucks, and you're charging $500 for that same event. So if you do 2 events in a weekend and you're pulling in $1,200 to $3,200 a month, right? Machine number 8, bubble machine. Now, this is machine number 8, and it's a professional bubble machine. Remember when I said this thing pumps out thousands of bubbles at weddings and raves? Well, here's how people are charging $800 to $1,200 per event with it. These aren't the little toy ones that you guys think of, right? I'm talking about industrial machines that pump out thousands of bubbles per minute for weddings, raves, festivals, photo shoots. These run $300 to $1,000, okay? And on its own, you're charging $500 to $700 per event. And your cost is maybe $20 to $40 in bubble solution. But here's where this gets smart. If you grab that dry ice machine we talked about and the bubble machine, you're not just the fog guy or the bubble guy anymore. No, you're the atmosphere effects guy, right? Event planners call you for weddings because you do fog for the first dance and then you do bubbles for the exit, right? Concert promoters call you because you can create the entire vibe for the party, right? You just became the go-to for any event that wants to look premium. And here's the kicker. You charge more for both, right? Just the bubble machine, $500 to $700. Bubble machine and fog machine, $800 to $1,200. Same event, same setup, but you're stacking your services. People are booking this combo 2 to 3 times every weekend during wedding seasons, guys. That's $4,800 to $9,600 a month from just 2 machines that cost you under $3,000. Now, let's be real. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes, right? You've got to market, right? You've got to learn the machine. You got to a few times and you got to figure it out. But here's the difference. These create products that people actually want, right? Custom jewelry, event effects. These aren't fads that disappear. These are things people keep buying. And once you're the local guy who owns the machine, then you're the only option. Here's the belief you need to break, right? You think starting a business means you need a groundbreaking idea, but you don't. You need a boring machine that solves a specific problem. Nobody gets excited, guys, about a jewelry drum polisher, right? But it makes money. The rich aren't chasing the next big thing, okay? They're buying proven tools and just executing with them. While everybody else is waiting for the perfect idea, the guy with a dry ice machine is booked solid every single weekend. Look, I'm not saying buy all 8 machines tomorrow. Just pick one, research your market, find out who needs it, and then pull the trigger. That's how you build wealth. Now, here's the thing. Every one of these machines ties you to physical products, to inventory, to space, and your time, right? You're still trading hours for dollars on most of them. But what if you could build assets that generate income without any of that? That's exactly what digital leasing does. You build websites that generate leads for local businesses. You rank them in Google. You lease them for $500 to $2,000 a month. I'm doing over $41,000 per month. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month with the same systems. We have no warehouses, no shipping, no manufacturing, just digital assets that pay you every month. Click the link for the free training. Let's go build something that lasts.